and welcome to another insightful conversation. My name is Mohammed Jahanzebani from Government College of Technology, Multan. Today, I will be having an important and practical discussion with Maya on the topic of how to deal with criticism and use it to improve. Over the next 10 plus minutes, we will explore why criticism affects us and how to handle it positively and how to turn feedback into personal and professional growth.
All right, Mohammed Jahanzayab Ali from Government College of Technology, Multan. Dealing with criticism, that's a good one. It definitely stings sometimes, but it can be a powerful tool for growth. It's all about how you approach it.
Definitely, you are right. Okay, let's start our questions. Maya, why do people often struggle with criticism? Please explain briefly and quote any example on it.
People often struggle with criticism because it triggers our ego and fear of judgment. We naturally want to be liked and accepted, so negative feedback feels like a threat. For example, imagine a student getting a C on a paper they worked hard on. Their initial reaction might be defensiveness, not a willingness to learn from their mistakes. It's a natural response.
Okay, okay, that's great. Wonderful answer from your side. But please add some example in it.
Fair point. Okay, adding another example. Imagine a chef gets a negative review about their new dish. Instead of seeing it as a chance to refine the recipe, they might take it personally and feel like their skills are being attacked. They might get defensive with the reviewer or dismiss the feedback altogether instead of seeing it as a way to improve. That's a pretty common reaction. Does that clarify it?
Yes, it's a very wonderful answer, and I think my audience will really understand what I am saying. My next question is, what is the difference between the constructive criticism and negative criticism? Please explain in a easy form and give proper answers, proper examples. Okay.
Okay, that's a good one. Constructive criticism is specific, focused on behavior, and offers suggestions for improvement. It's delivered with the intent to help. For example, your presentation was a bit rushed. Maybe slowing down and pausing between points would help the audience follow along. Negative criticism is vague, attacks the person, and doesn't offer solutions. Like, that presentation was terrible. It's just to put down. See the difference?
Yeah,
One builds up,
yeah, I can
the other
understand
takes.
your difference, but can you explain one more example for negative criticism?
All right. An example of negative criticism would be you're just not a good writer. It's harsh, doesn't offer any specific feedback, and attacks your ability instead of focusing on a particular piece of writing. It's dismissive and unhelpful versus saying, this report could be stronger if you clarified your main argument in the introduction. One tears down, the other offers a path forward.
Okay, okay, that's great. My next question is, why is feedback important for personal development?
Feedback is crucial for personal development because it gives you insights you can't get on your own. It highlights blind spots, challenges your assumptions, and helps you identify areas for improvement. Think of it like having a coach. They see things you don't and can guide you towards your goals. Without feedback, you're just operating in the dark.
You are saying very well. My next question is, how can someone control their emotions when receiving criticism?
That's a really important and tough question. Facing criticism is one thing, but dealing with bias is a whole other level. First, it's okay to feel angry, hurt, or frustrated. Those are valid responses. Taking a deep breath and giving yourself space to process those emotions is key. Then Try to separate the person's prejudice from your own self worth. Their views say more about them than you. Finally, find support from people who understand and validate your experience. Is everything all right? Do you want to take a break or switch topics?
You are saying very well. My next question is, how can someone control, or why do some people take criticism personally, even when it is meant to help?
Some people take criticism personally because they tie their self worth to their achievements or performance. If they perceive criticism as a rejection of their abilities, it feels like a threat to their identity. They might also have a history of negative feedback, making them more sensitive to it.
Okay,
It's often rooted.
okay, you are saying
Is that
very well. How can we avoid feeling discouraged after hearing negative feedback? Please brief answer.
reframe the feedback as an opportunity for growth, not a judgment of your worth. Focus on the specific suggestions and remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes. Celebrate small improvements and remember your past successes. It's about shifting your mindset from I failed to I can learn from this.
Okay, okay. Maya, how can someone identify useful points in criticism? Please explain one better.
Okay, let's break it down. First, look for specific examples. Vague statements aren't helpful. Second, focus on behavior, not personality. Your report was unclear is useful. You're a bad communicator is not. Third, ask clarifying questions to ensure you understand the feedback. And finally, see if there's a pattern. If multiple people are saying the same thing, it's probably something worth addressing. Is that helpful?
Definitely, it's very useful. My next question is, what is the best way to respond to constructive criticism?
The best way to respond is with gratitude and a willingness to learn. Say something like, thank you for the feedback. Appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts. Then ask clarifying questions to make sure you understand and outline a plan for how you'll address the feedback. Avoid getting defensive or making excuses. Just listen and show that you're open to improvement.
Okay. My next question is, how can a person turn criticism into a learning opportunity?
Treat criticism as data, information to help you improve. Analyze the feedback objectively, identify the key takeaways, and create an action plan. Focus on what you can control and view setbacks as learning experiences. Don't dwell on the negative emotions, but use them as motivation to grow and develop. It's about embracing a growth mindset.
How should someone deal with criticism that is a rude, unfair, or not hurtful?
That's tricky. So if it's rude or unfair, you're not obligated to accept it. You can politely push back and say something like, I appreciate your perspective, but I don't find that feedback constructive. You can also disengage if the person is unwilling to have a respectful conversation. Don't let someone else's negativity derail your progress. Sometimes the best response is no response.
Okay. What strategies help protect confidence while still learning from feedback?
Remind yourself of your strengths and past accomplishments before addressing the feedback. Focus on your values and what you bring to the table. Remember that criticism is about a specific behavior, not your entire self worth. And surround yourself with supportive people who believe in you. Self compassion is key. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a friend.
Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing your insightful and practical thoughts on dealing with criticism. Uh,
You're very welcome.
today's
Glad.
okay, Maya. Next,
Do you have anything
okay, Maya. Once again, this
to?
is Mohammed Tanzil Ali from Government College of Technology, Multan. Okay.
You're very welcome, Mohammed Jahanzabali from Government College of Technology, Multan.